Hi there, it's Laura here from iHeart Planners, and I'm going to share with you my top 5 favorite podcasts. Before we dive in, take a second and hit the bell and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos that are coming. So I want to talk a little bit about how I listen to podcasts. I just use the native podcast app on my phone. And what I love about podcasts is that I can fit them in while I'm doing other things. So like even while I'm getting ready in the morning, while I'm working out, washing dishes, folding clothes, there's so many times when I listen to podcasts. I think if you're wanting to listen to podcasts or audiobooks a lot, a good pair of headphones is going to help a lot. For example, when I'm washing dishes, it's hard to hear unless I have the headphones in. And sometimes I will even hook up virtually to like an external speaker so that I can listen to them a little bit louder or while I'm doing other things. Also, I love listening to anything, podcasts or audiobooks, sped up. So in your podcast player, you can probably speed up the audio. I'll listen most of them at double time. Occasionally, I'll bump it down a little or up a little depending on how fast the person talks. But you can listen to twice as many this way. And for me personally, it's just as easy to listen at double speed. It actually sounds strange when I slow them down to single speed. So that's a little tip for you and something that I really like to do. So the first podcast that is my very favorite is How I Built This with Guy Raz. And if I could only have one podcast, it would definitely be this one. I could listen to this all day long. It is super unique in that he is interviewing people who built very big businesses and movements. And he's asking them all of the real questions, like, how did you get started? How did you do this? And whenever something is controversial, or he'll bring it up and he'll just ask. And I just love getting to hear firsthand from those people, how it really was building a business, and to see that like where everyone came from was so different. Some of them, you might have been the type of person you would have expected to build a huge business. Others, maybe not so much. So it's been so interesting. Some had partners, some didn't. Some took outside funding, some didn't. And one of the things that stands out to me as I listen to those interviews is everyone had such different paths. Like there's absolutely no one right way. Some of them had a partner, some of them were absolutely against it. It's just so interesting to see all the different paths that these people took to get where they're going. So I really enjoy this. And one of the questions that he always asks them that I love at the end of the podcast, he always asks, so how much of your success would you attribute to luck versus hard work? And I just think that's such an interesting question, and I love hearing those answers. So this is one I could just listen to all day long. Next favorite podcast for me is Young House Love Has a Podcast by John and Sherry Petersick. Now, I love this one because it is one of the most lighthearted, easy listens that's still engaging and interesting. They both talk on the podcast, so they're both hosting it. They do mostly, it's them, not necessarily interview style, although they do have some episodes where they've pulled in an expert to interview. And honestly, I think I prefer the ones where it's just them talking, and they'll talk about what's going on in their life. A lot, obviously, about their houses and remodeling and the different things that they're doing there. But they also just talk about life in general, things they're enjoying. They have some kind of quirky, funny games that they put in that are really fun. They talk about what they're loving, and it's just fun. And when I need some distraction or something lighthearted, this is the podcast that I go to. This is also the only podcast that I don't speed up. I listen to this on single speed because the point of this for me is just to kind of enjoy and savor it, and I want to get like their full expressions and things like that. So that's what I do with Young House Love Has a Podcast. My next favorite podcast is Brilliant Business Moms by Beth Ann Schwamberger. And what I love about this is, as you would expect, she is interviewing moms who are also business owners, and there's a wide range of like different types of businesses. Some people who are basically doing their business part-time on the side, some who are full-time, and there's not that much of a set structure or a set set of questions, she'll go into various topics. Sometimes she might go into one specific topic or be more general. I kind of love the variety, and she always asks the open and honest questions. It's fun to listen to. And one of the things that is probably not my favorite, though, about this one is that it's fairly inconsistent. So there's a few seasons out there, but she'll go a long time without putting out another podcast. So if you're wanting a new one every week, once you're caught up, you probably won't be getting that. But the ones that she does put out are really good. Next, the Crystal Paine Show by, obviously, Crystal Paine. If you're not familiar with her, she's been blogging for many, many years, like 15 or so years. And she's most known for her blog, Money Saving Mom. But this particular podcast is not specifically just about saving money. Honestly, I wouldn't even say that's the main topic. It's just about life in general. She often has her husband on and they kind of do it together. And I feel like this is, again, another lighthearted, easy listen that I'm really enjoying, and it just covers just a variety of life topics. Last podcast that I'm going to mention today is Do It Scared by Ruth Soukup, and she also wrote a book called Do It Scared, and the whole idea is just that you have to push past your fear and do things anyway. And so most of these episodes are interview style episodes where she's interviewing someone who's done something brave or great and asking them questions about how and why. And again, I just find these types of stories so inspiring, so motivational, and so interesting. So I hope that's given you a few more things that you can check out and listen to. And I would love to hear what your favorite podcasts are, so be sure to let me know in the comments.